Hi guys, my name is Robin and this is my Triumph Daytona 675 year 2007. I've been having a problem with the horn not sounding, and since I know I'm not the only one, I decided to record a video with the different troubleshooting methods and hopefully one will fix the problem. The horn is located on the right hand side of your bike, right here. And if you're lucky like I was, it will help to tap the horn because sometimes it gets hung up. So use the back end of your screwdriver to tap it like this. Then start the bike, see if it works. If it doesn't, I will show you how to connect the horn directly to a battery to see if the unit itself is broken. Check the wires for voltage, check the fuse, and then cleaning and also replacing the left handlebar switch. So now I'm going to check the wires for voltage, and to do so I need to remove the 11mm nut, which you can see from the top while looking down on the horn. And then you pull out the horn from the cables like this. And you have your multimeter turned to DC. And you put the black one onto the purple wire and the red one onto the black-blue wire. And then you can turn your bike onto ignition mode. You press the horn button, and if it shows 12 volts, then your wires are just fine. To make sure that the horn itself isn't broken, you can connect it directly to a battery like this. Remember, choose a 12 volt one, and you can use slightly smaller jumper cables than I do. And always put on plus red one first. Mine is working. It's fuse number 4 that goes to the horn, but also the alarm and indicators. So for example, if the indicators are working, it's probably not the fuse that is faulty. Now I'm going to replace the left handlebar switch. I'm going to take the old one back home and clean it. And the part looks like this. You got the connector, the clutch switch, and the switch housing. And it's the same part from 2006 to 2012, which is good to know. And easy to see, the switch housing is mounted on the left handlebar. You got the clutch switch going into the clutch housing, and if you follow the cable down around the fork, the connector is situated between the fuse box and the cooler. I'm going to start by removing the clutch switch, and to do so I've loosened this 5mm hex screw to be able to tilt this entire thing up to get access to a hole right here, which you need to press to be able to get this cable part out. To remove the switch housing, you need to remove 2 screws that are situated on the downside of the housing, right here, and I'm showing you on the spare part because it's much easier to see. And when you've loosened one screw up, you can tilt the entire thing. Release the housing carefully. You can just put it aside. And then you have the connector. And I'm gonna pull out. And then you just try to get the cable out from around the fork. Like this. To get to the inside of the horn button, you need to remove 2 screws that go to the housing. And this is what it looks like on the inside. You got 5 screws and you will have to remove them all. And when I remove multiple screws, I always put them in a pattern the same way they're mounted in the unit so that I know which screw goes where when I mount everything back again. And then you need to take out the entire turn signal thingy. You just lift the black plastic up carefully. And also notice how the cables run in the housing so that you know where to put them back when it's time. And then you just press back the button and it comes out. You remove the spring. Get some emery paper, drag it across the surface of the contact patches a couple of times. And then you can just clean it with a brake clean. And whilst you're in here, it doesn't hurt to clean the other parts as well, just for the looks. And then you do everything once again, but in the reversed order. So we start with remounting the spring and press the button a couple of times to see that it feels okay. And then you put the button in place in the housing. I begin with it first because I think it's the easiest way. And then you tuck the cables in nicely. And then you put the turn signal black plastic inside again. And it has to go all the way down, and sometimes the white plastic that is behind the horn button, it pops out, so you can't get it down as far as it should go. It should be like this all the way down. And then you remount the 5 screws. So now I'm mounting the new switch on. And when you put the housing back on the handlebar, be sure that this pin goes onto the hole in the handlebar here so that you don't break anything off. And it's one longer screw and one shorter screw. And the shorter one is the one closest to the horn button. Thanks so much guys for watching. Feel free to comment if you have anything you want to add to this video, or if you have a problem with your bike that you maybe want me to make a video about. And also please subscribe, and until next time.